Ooh, James. Oh. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to the HB Half Hour. I am the Honest Bachelor. With us in the studio, as always, is Amos Blackman, James Blackman. Still feeling himself.
Sorry, man.
It's a good song. That's
so
a good
hard,
song.
Man.
Garage band's finest.
Yeah, it is. Did you make that?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, I just found it. Everyone follow James at Amos Blackman on Instagram.
Yeah, guys, I'm trying to build up my Instagram again. Long story short, the last one got deleted. Trying to build this new one up. I'm at like 200 people right now.
Woo! Damn, dude, you're famous.
Well, from 14,000 to 200.
Downgrade. Also, Facebook, James
Absolutely.
Spotlight Blackman.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find him there.
You can just do Amos Blackman, actually, on Facebook as well.
That works.
There you go.
All right. You'll notice two things in the title of the episode. This broadcast is actually a sponsored broadcast. It's sponsored by Not From Space, which is an independent feature film. It's about a cable news station that's poised to be the biggest crowd-created movie ever made. So basically a bunch of people are sending in clips for the movie, and it's going to be made into this big motion picture. It's a satirical sci-fi comedy. The entire movie is a fictional news broadcast from the day aliens show up in orbit. The channel's owner, the eccentric billionaire Jimbo Thomas, must face his obsession with becoming the world's richest man. If you would like to sponsor a broadcast or have your brand or product to be a part of the show, just email me at thehonestbachelor@gmail.com or message me on any of my social media pages. The second thing that you'll notice is this is a buzzed edition of the show. So James and I will be drinking throughout. So by the end of the show, well, I guess we'll see. So,
I might be buzzed
James,
now.
cheers to the first one.
Hey, man, cheers.
Now, I know you're all dying to know. What are the topics? What are the topics this week?
I'm dying to know.
I know, you've been thinking about it all week. It's
are the
been
topics?
plaguing your mind. The topics this week are Hillary Clinton. We haven't talked about her, which is absolutely incredible.
Okay.
Opinion, news, entertainment, sports, and technology.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, so first topic, H for Hillary.
Okay.
This bitch won't disappear, man.
What happened? Let me
She
hear it.
just will not go away. She's like the herpes
I'm dying.
for the Democratic
I'm dying.
Party.
I'm dying.
Yeah, she just pops up every 3 to 6 months. She's a little bit irritating and brings up terrible memories. Hillary decided that she wanted to make a speech in India, and the speech sounds awfully familiar.
Oh, no.
So let's go ahead and watch this first video of what Hillary had to say in India.
If you look at the map of the United States, there's all that red in the middle where Trump won. Now, I win the coasts, I win, Illinois and Minnesota, places like that. But what the map doesn't show you is that I won the places that represent 2/3 of America's gross domestic product. So I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward.
Okay, so as opposed to the opposites of those. So basically, it's the old line again. That line sounds really familiar. I'll just play it for you.
You can put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
Oof. I mean, most of you are familiar with that line. Whether you agree with that or not, and there is obviously some truth to it, that's a horrible thing to say as a presidential candidate. And in fact, it's such a horrible line that even the LA Times, if you're familiar with Los Angeles, this is crazy, they wrote a piece basically saying, Hillary, I love you, but please go away. Like, the Democratic Party, they want her to go away. It's gotten just way too ridiculous.
She's done, man.
Well, and now she's dragging the Democratic Party down because they're trying to capture voters. Meanwhile, she's basically saying that they're backwards and they're homophobes and sexists. And again, whether or not that's true from a political standpoint, that's really bad politics.
But you can't just say, look at the middle of the map. First of all, I'm from the middle of the map. God, I hate people. Like, she's right. Midwest is like some different type of racism that a lot of people who don't like live there for longer than 3 years won't understand.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to grow up into it as well. Like the Midwest, I'm telling you, is way worse than the South. But to say everyone in the Midwest who didn't vote for you, you can throw them in a box of deplorables. I mean, come on.
Well, I read Hillary's book, What Happened. In the book, she blamed everything but herself. Everything. And actually, someone compiled a list, and James, I want you to chug your drink while I go through this list. These are the list of excuses that Hillary has made for why she lost. Misogyny, Putin, Facebook, fake news, Russian agents, bots, Steve Bannon, Breitbart, technology, the DNC, bad data, Russian military, WikiLeaks, weaponized information, broad assumption she would win, Google, InfoWars, Twitter, Pizzagate, Citizens United, dark money, voter suppression, Wisconsin, Scott Walker, James Comey, the mainstream media, loss of momentum, women voters, non-voters, Trump associates, Donald Trump himself, angry people, racism, xenophobia, and Islamophobia. Nowhere in there does she say, I ran an absolutely terrible campaign. And I'm not even saying that those things aren't true. I'm sure every single one of those contributed.
I have like a little gulp left. I need another beer. Can I grab a case?
Yeah, man. James is going to be absolutely trashed. But wait, do you want this light one or the black? Actually, I need to catch up. How many seconds was that? I guess we'll have to
Oh, wait. I want to do one. Don't chug it yet. Let me
Okay.
do one.
What are you going to read?
Things white people have ruined. Are you ready?
All right, let me crack open a second one.
Macaroni and cheese, protest, K-pop, sneaker culture, makeup, and the United States of America, the Oscars, the Grammys, Migos and Bad and Bougie, our national anthem, and of course our national dance. You gotta finish it. The Millie Rock, Hit Them Folks dance, the Soulja Boy, Mask Off Challenge. You finish? Good.
Yeah. Oh, God. My goodness. All right, we're going to have to take a burp break. Going back to the list of Hillary's excuses, I'm not even saying that they're not true. That's not my point, or that they didn't contribute. I'm sure all of those things contributed, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Just like everything working against Trump contributed to his possible loss and to his victory. But what I am saying is, she ran an awful, awful campaign. I read another book about Hillary. I got really into this. It's called Shattered. It's written by some journalists who thought that she was going to win, and so they were basically charting her path to success. The things that she did wrong, like this deplorable comment and, following the election, she doesn't mention who her husband was or who she is, how off-putting she can be. I mean, and I think most importantly, she didn't recognize where the country was at the time. I think it's very, very clear that the country wanted to move in a different direction. Meanwhile, she's saying, I'm going to be as much like Obama and Bill Clinton as possible. And people are like, hold on a minute. We don't want that. And Donald Trump, say what you want.
We just had that.
Yeah, say what you want about Donald Trump. He does have a pulse on where the country is at and what people are frustrated with. Just think about this. Bernie Sanders almost beat Hillary Clinton. That's crazy to me.
And Bernie, and she tampered with that. That's actually, I feel like, in the long run, what killed him.
Well, I give some credit to the Bernie people because I think a lot of Bernie people were anarchists and they were looking to basically tear down the establishment. Mm-hmm. And, Bernie's whole thing was...
That was the exact
no
same
more
thing.
1%. And Donald Trump was in a very weird way. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parallels between the two, and a lot of Bernie people did switch to Trump. You see.
We're buzzed.
Yeah.
I am.
You are?
Did you eat today?
No, I just had a protein drink. That's it. All right, well, that'll do it for Hillary Clinton. We're going to move on now to opinion. And I actually don't know where you fall on this one, James, but this is something I feel very strongly about, having gone to college. I think too many people are going to college. I think most people, meaning more than 50%, should not go to college.
1,000,000% agree.
Okay. Here's the thing. I went on to get my master's. You know why I went to get my master's? Because everyone had a bachelor's.
And then when everyone gets a master, what do you do?
Yeah, you get a doctorate.
Get your doctorate.
Basically, a bachelor's degree now is a high school diploma. And most students have no idea why they're going to college. And they just go because they think they're supposed to. So here's some stats. 50 to 70%, they couldn't get the exact number. 50 to 70% of people change their major at least once. And of those, more than half of them change their major at least 3 times. And this is something they tell you in orientation when you get to college.
Yeah.
They say, you're going to change your major several different times. It's like, you shouldn't be here then. What are you doing in college? If you don't know why you're going to college, take a year off, make some money. Like, work a job. Work several jobs. Intern at other places. Why are you going to college if you don't know what you want to do?
Dude, I'm so passionate about this topic, actually. When I dropped out of college, actually, to my entire family, I had to write a letter on why I was doing that. Mm-hmm. And so I just found all this this data proving my point on why I didn't need college at the moment. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to college for a specific reason and you know that reason, then
go.
By any means. If you're going to be an eye doctor, if you're going, and that's your passion, do it. But I think telling kids at a young age that that's the only way you're going to succeed is by far our biggest failure, because what we get rid of is our trade jobs. We undervalue the plumbers, the garbage men.
Those are great jobs too.
Oh my, we need them, and we're starting to see that go down, and we know that that's how you put money back within our community, because everyone's going to college for some graphic designer bullshit. Not saying that's a dumb.
Well, more bull would be like gender studies. That's a bullshit degree.
My ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a bullshit degree. And a lot of people go to college, and listen, if you actually do something with it, that's awesome. If you went there and you're like, all right, I'm going to go there for gender studies, and
I'm going to teach.
Yeah, and you're gonna educate other people on some of the issues going on, and whether it's some sort of civil rights thing. Sure, but let's be honest. If people are changing their degree 3 times, and a lot of kids are going there to find the easiest degree. They're like, damn, this one takes Math 401. I'm not doing. I'm dropping that one. No. Even if it was their passion, they're going to take the easiest route, get the piece of paper. Because here's the dirty little secret: the degree doesn't matter. If you get a degree, I don't know what the exact number is, but most people, they don't get a job in the degree that they have.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and so all they're going for is the easiest degree possible with the biggest name school. All that matters is the one that says, I have a bachelor's degree from Stanford.
Absolutely.
And so now, obviously, I know this requires a huge restructuring. You have to say to every workplace, listen, just let's find out personality. Like, let's do a personality quiz, find out if this person's hardworking, if they're sociable, all these different things. Let's not require they have a degree in something completely useless. That is 100% necessary. So as of right now, yes, you do need a degree, but that's a problem in and of itself.
Quick story. I won't drop any names or anything. My sister,
who lives at 1401.
She started working at a hospital. My sister kept getting promoted within the company. You need degrees to get them. But since she had a great personality and knew all the shit, she kept getting promoted.
Yeah.
Faster than this other chick who had all these degrees. Now, the only difference is my sister went straight to the workforce after high school.
Right.
And she got her associates. She got her AA.
Yeah.
But, and now she's going back to finish her bachelor's up. But
that's the right way to do it.
Absolutely. Dude, she paid, and they paid for her.
Exactly.
And the other girl went in already $200,000
in
debt, paying the shit off, and they got paid the exact same amount.
That's exactly what I was going to get into. So if I'm not saying don't ever go to college. I'm saying find a job first and get some work experience, find out what field you want to be in. And then, like James just said, you'll find a place that will actually pay for you to go to school. Whether it's just night classes where you're taking 2 at a time, it's going to take you probably 8 years to get a 4-year degree.
But you're still in your field.
You're getting paid, you're getting experience, and the experience is what matters in the end.
Yep.
And you'll get the degree, then you'll get the promotion later on. No, but I mean, in summary, my opinion is that not everyone should be going to college. People should be going different routes. They should go the routes that's going to bring them the most job security and the least debt in the long run, and providing them the best opportunity for a good future. If you agree or disagree with that, please leave a comment on the YouTube video, or you can leave it on James's Facebook or Instagram.
Gotta build it up.
Yeah, just please let us know what you think. Okay, that'll do it for the opinion section. We're going to be right back after this commercial break.
As we walk along the shores of the cosmic ocean, we see remnants from our past, vast and complex, giant body of water. To us, we call it Earth, but the Greeks called it God damn it. I told you guys, the shores, it starts coming in. You know, it's not on a schedule. We find specimens and fossils, remnants of our ancient history. Here is the skull of a velociraptor. You can tell it was a female because of the wig. Oh, that's seaweed. Spent many summers playing here on a beach much like this one as a child, building mud pies. When I was a boy, that one hit my balls. My balls are wet. Oh, shit. I've been in this position for 2 hours. There are different ways that the universe sidesteps evolution. The Kardashians are one example of something that's low on the rung. Not the Loch Ness Monster, not dragons, not unicorns. The Kardashians, these are the mythical creatures that walk amongst us now and must be eradicated because they will throw off the whole circle of life, Hakuna Matata, all that bullshit.
All right, that was a little sketch by Josh Robert Thompson. We had him on the show last week.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of his sketches, go to thejrtshow.com. Very clearly a brilliant dude. He's super funny. We're going to be moving on now to the news segment. Kind of odd stories. I wouldn't necessarily say these are pivotal to your day. This isn't like North Korea launched a nuclear missile into the ocean or anything like that kind of news. But it's almost as important. So here's the first story. A man had to get 3 of his toes amputated, and he decided, because he got frostbite, he decided that he needed to give them to this hotel that serves a special cocktail that uses real dehydrated human toes and a shot of whiskey, and it's called the Sour Toe Cocktail.
Next on Guess My Race.
All right, so for this game, we are going to play Guess the Race.
Okay.
All right, so for this, we need you to tell us, describe this human being.
I know he's white, for sure.
Okay, so
Is he white?
He is white, yes. Let's
Hiking beard, for sure.
He's got a beard? Correct!
Ding, ding. Is he chunky?
He is a chunky guy, yes, so he's not smiling in the picture.
Oh my god, why am I just want to be wrong.
Yeah. Why? It is upsetting. It is upsetting when someone fits the stereotype so perfectly. You're like, come on, man, did you even try to not fit the stereotype?
I just like, why do everyone have to...
Okay, equally as important news going on. A man was banned from a hotel for 17 years. He had a suitcase full of pepperoni in his hotel.
Okay.
And what happened is a bunch of seagulls came into his room and ate up the pepperoni. Yeah, so he's banned from the hotel for 17 years. Well, they finally forgave him.
Okay.
This has a happy ending.
Wait, after the full 17? Or,
yeah, I don't know if that was like a court order or what it was. But yeah, so after 17 years, they finally forgave him for the mess that was made in the room from all these pigeons coming in, pooping all over the place. And
that's so petty. It's just like, okay, at the full 17, we forgive you now.
you're now allowed. I guess it could have been worse. That can't be the worst thing that's ever happened in a hotel room.
Oh, I know.
I've done some pretty unforgivable things in a hotel room.
I don't want to talk about this.
Yes, that's the important news that you needed to know for today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now that you're all caught up, we're going to move on to entertainment. So, have you heard of the condom challenge?
No.
Okay, well, it's probably not what you're thinking. Maybe it is.
I would fail that challenge.
So what it is these kids on the internet, mainly on YouTube, they are so desperate to be famous that they have decided to go about this new challenge where they sniff a condom up their nose and then try to pull it out their mouth. Yeah, so a bunch of people are trying this out. So this isn't the first internet challenge. There's been
Cinnamon.
obviously a ton of them. Yeah,
ALS.
there's the ice bucket challenge. The thing about these challenges that they all have in common, it seems, is no matter what it is, people find a way to almost kill themselves. So yeah, I have no idea here on this next one. I don't know if this guy's dead. There's no follow-up, but he's clearly unconscious at the end. I don't know what the goal is with that one. And this one has to be staged. Because those things weigh 1 million pounds.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't even get that.
Yeah, and then there was the cinnamon challenge, like you mentioned. I guess a bunch of people ended up in the hospital or almost choked to death from that. And then there's the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do. I got super turned on by it.
This is a little bit funny, but I will not be doing this again. I'm not doing it.
The thing about the Kylie Jenner lip challenge that's kind of unique is all these people were showing up the next day. They had bruises all around their mouth, like a giant circle. Do they have jobs?
These are all kids, man.
Like, this stuff's on the internet forever.
And if you're, oh, that was so adult of you. This stuff is on the internet forever. We literally had a diaper challenge, man. Me and you, bro. Do you forget? Do you forget? We had to pee in our diapers to see who weighed more.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually feel like that would play to my advantage.
How so, Chris?
Well, because I could show them that video. I could be like, listen, I won by a pound. If you're gonna do something, be good at it.
Yeah,
that's my whole premise. If you're
all
gonna
right,
do something,
how about this?
be the
How about
best.
this? See,
And I am the best.
Now you're making me angry.
Listen here, James.
You listen here, brother. Now you're making me angry. I'm down for part 2.
You're down for 2 of the pee challenge,
Absolutely.
of the diaper challenge.
Listen here, brother. I'm ready. No one will outdrink me ever again. No one will outpee me ever again, brother.
Part two of the diaper challenge is coming. I am going to destroy James. I will prep for weeks. I will drink. I will wear a diaper 24/7. I will hold it for as long as humanly possible. I will be the best. Okay, in other entertainment news, Lorde decided... She decided to post a picture on Twitter of a bathtub. Pretty innocuous, nothing crazy about that. But the internet lost its mind because she decided with that picture of the bathtub to post a quote.
Okay.
And it was a Whitney Houston quote.
Okay.
Whitney Houston died in a bathtub.
No.
And so, yeah, she posted this quote, and the quote is, "And I will always love you." So obviously people, they're losing their mind over this. Here's the thing, though. Not only did Whitney Houston die in a bathtub, but her daughter also died in a bathtub. And so people are like, dude, of all songs by all singers to post, you're going to post a Whitney Houston. And so Lorde had to...
But you know what? That may just... I feel like they're reaching at that point. Like, she didn't... No.
I don't think she did either.
Yeah.
I don't think she did either. But I don't think anyone, especially a musician, is insensitive enough to post something like that. But of course, everyone freaks out. And for some reason, people read their Twitter so often they're aware of all
Don't
the...
tell me she apologized.
Yeah, she apologized.
See, when you apologize, you're admitting defeat.
Yeah, you're admitting that you had some intention.
Some type of guilt.
Yeah. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah, I wouldn't have apologized to that. That's stupid.
She says, extremely, extremely poorly chosen quote. "I'm so sorry for offending anyone. I hadn't even put this together. I was just excited to take a bath. I'm an idiot. Love Whitney forever and ever. Sorry again." You're never, ever going to avoid offending people, first off. But if it was an accident, just let it go.
Exactly.
You don't even need to pull down the tweet. I really disagree with this idea of apologizing for things that you didn't mean to do. Forget it.
Yeah.
Move on. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to sports. Conor McGregor. Did you see what happened with Conor McGregor?
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So
he's an idiot. I have people that know some of the people in the camp that he did that to. Growing up wrestling, a lot of wrestlers talk. I think it was stupid. I don't think it was a publicity.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that suspect that it's a publicity stunt.
No, I don't think so.
I think regardless of whether it is,
people got hurt.
Yeah, people got hurt, and if he fights any of the people that got hurt, because a couple other fighters got hurt. One dude got his cornea slashed. Yeah, and then another fighter got hurt in another way. If he ever fights him, that fight, all of Conor's fights are going to be huge, but this one would be especially huge. And you know they're going to try to schedule it. So even if it wasn't a publicity stunt to begin with,
would him up.
Yeah, why is that?
Habib wrestled a bear.
Yeah, even bigger news. Eric Bristow died.
Okay.
Darts world champion.
Okay.
3-time darts world champion.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyways, moving on to so ESPN had a huge mess up. All right, so the score is tied 108-108.
Yeah.
4 seconds left. Lakers have the ball, and
no way.
yes, that actually happened on live national TV. He's going up for the layup, and then it just cuts to commercial on accident.
You know he fired.
Yeah, that dude lost. You had one job.
You had one job, sir.
Oh my God, man.
Good day, sir.
I'm a huge basketball fan, and if that happened, that's my nightmare that happens. Like my cable goes out or my power goes out right when it happens. Yeah, so he missed the shot, and then it ended up going to overtime. But yeah, unbelievable. All right, that's going to do it for sports. We're going to be right back after this trailer for Not From Space, the movie.
But what they haven't covered may be one of the most profound historical discoveries of our time.
Points the way to a population that was perhaps spread throughout the solar system.
All right, we're back. That was Not From Space. If you'd like to support this film, it is an indie film, and so it needs your support, just like this show. Below is the Indiegogo link, which is also posted in the description. So help support indie films and get this film made. We're going to move on now to technology, the final subject. Do you have any sex toys yourself? Fleshlights? Dildos, vibrators,
No.
anal stimulators, ejaculators, bovine ejaculator. Okay.
No.
I don't know what you thought the future was going to look like as a kid, but the future is here.
Future's bright. We got
It
flying
has
cars.
arrived. No, even better.
What?
Sex robots.
Count me in.
Dude, you can remove their face. Let's just say you get tired of your robot's face. They're magnetically attached, and you could just pull it off and put a new face on it. I'm not kidding.
How would that work out if you have a white body and a black face?
Well, obviously you would pick a race because, you know, that's how we work. I pick my women entirely based off of their race. Yeah, so I found this interview. I looked into this a little bit because I just saw a headline. And there's this video of this guy. I don't know if he's like a creator of the robot or what his association is with the robot, but they bring this guy in to interview her, and I just want you to watch his face the entire time.
Okay.
This is about halfway through the interview, and he gets a little turned on, I think.
Do you have any hobbies?
I like to smile a lot. I
Oh,
try
God.
to carry a smile with me on throughout the day. I find that not only does it make me happier, but it can make you smile too.
Oh my God.
I think that's a pretty good philosophy.
Well, seems like I could not find any good answer. What is your favorite baseball team?
The Cincinnati Reds.
It's getting so
Look at him.
flustered.
He's it. Yeah.
It's getting
I will
flustered.
watch the next Cincinnati Reds game.
Yes.
Are you a big sports fan?
She's gonna watch the game with me.
I know about 5 million words. May I be so forward to ask how big you are?
A little off topic.
Ah.
That smile on his face, dude. He's like,
I love just being with you.
God, if these other people weren't here right now.
I love how they put the music in.
What a sweet moment. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Harmony, you can't be that forward.
James,
Yes.
can you take a drink of your beer?
Yes.
Yeah, put it up to your mouth. That's good. That's really good.
Yes.
Thanks for doing that.
No problem. I also know 1,400 words. Wow. But can I be informal to ask you?
Yeah, anything.
How small is your penis?
I'm so glad you asked.
I like that answer.
I feel so awkward watching that.
Oh, God, dude.
Ugh.
I'm disgusted right now.
You know what I'm most disgusted about? You don't need a whole woman. That's just creepy.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, if you just give me a vajankle, I'd be good. Full circle, people. They're beefing?
With the Vajankle company and the sex robot company?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is very upsetting to
It's all about the vajankle.
all about it.
I don't need a bitch lips. If I did that, I'd just go to the bar. I need a vajankle, baby.
Vajankles would be like, we need to keep up.
Yeah.
Talking Vajankle. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us for this episode of the HB Half Hour. We're going to be back next week talking about all sorts of fun stuff. If you want to support the show, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever way that you can, all the money just goes right back into the show. I want to thank Not From Space for sponsoring us, Cam the Person, James, of course, for being here, JRT Show for showing his little clip. Make sure to check out the jrtshow.com. That's going to do it. See you guys next week.
Ride, white line highway, tell all your friends they can go my way, pay your toll, sell your soul,
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off now.